Da, 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 da. Come on, come on. Let's get up to 10,000 feet. Don't think it's going to do it, to be fair. Maybe we just have enough speed to burn this out. Alright, let's bring it down so we're increasing speed again. Cool. I'm not bothered what you're trying to bomb. I'm trying to get up there and kill some stuff. Do 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 do. If I kind of want to get up to that PE8 so I can help him out. But I think those two are going to intercept first. Yeah, they've got him. Yeah, let's get this P38. Fuck did he go? Oh, he's on my ass. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Alright. He got me. He got me. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try and be a bit speedy. Let's get up somewhere quickly. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna go wide right. Oh, fuck you both then. Yep, that makes sense. Bitches, please. No one's paying attention. Just picking you off. Ah, yeah, I should realise that one. Da, 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 da. Oh! Shit. That one. I had no way of knowing he was there. I'm thinking on that main strip there. Oh, well, if you've got something there for me to kill, then how about boom, bombs away. Don't think there's anything there though, but you know, I'll go with it. Oh mate, back up, please. You pinged there, I dropped there. What happened there? I'll just have to watch a bit more closely. What's this? Oh. Not realised that they'd added an F key for that. I mean, noob. Fuck off. And perfect. Oh, guess I didn't need to drop another bomb. Play tanks if you want to earn more silver lions. I think that's the takeaway here as well. Because I started on what 34k roughly. One plane battle dropped it by nearly 10k. The fuck, ugh, that was devastating. Oh shit, he's not dead. He is though. Oh! Now that was a fucking shot. Dickhead. Knocks out your tank barrel, mate. You just gonna sit there? Hmm. My artillery actually just hit someone as well. Like, yeah, here we go. Oh shit. Shit. Fuck. The T-34 came back and avenged its comrades. Now let's bomb it. Send it back to hell. Gonna drop a bomb right on C, I think. I have a feeling I just dropped that where there's no one. Oh shit. Fuck. I did try. I did try to warn him there. Fuck's sake. It was poor timed, mind you. It was definitely poor timed. I'll drop this on B. Fucking hell. Bombs away. Overkill, but you know, boom, dead. It don't matter which you attack, as long as you take one of them to fling it back round. Probably going to be over before I actually get back into the air. Come on. I should probably try and promote the ground crew so it actually rearms quicker on this. I'm going to keep this one low. Low and fast. So we need to get on target quicker. Especially if we're going to kill something else. Ah, nah. We're not going to make it in time. We're not covering 6 kilometers before that ticks into 0. No. One more battle, and then I'll be able to get the next T-34. Because I already researched it. It's just sat waiting to be bought. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I hate spawning at this side, but there we go, I guess. Work with what we got. Yep, that was expected to happen. I got my artillery off though, so hopefully that'll do something. I got a kill assist. I'll take it. See, on this map, A and C should never be lost. It should be B that's the contested point. Thank you. Yeah. Oh shit! I completely fucked myself here. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna time out and die. I thought there was actually a way around there. Uh, and because of that, I can't fucking leave. Going out else. Can I change country? Can. Okay. I take the Spitfire for a spin. This is where I lose money again. You watch it. It's where I lose Silver Lions. Oh, look at that. We got a bot trying to sell views. Banned. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm thinking I'm going to go for that BF-109. Nope, I'm not. That fucker wolf's coming for me. Let's go. Oh, look at that. I didn't really rescue it, so I don't know why I got rescuer. Avenger, I'll take. I'm going to have to go for repair now. I have got 2 lucky kills and my plane is in bits. Let's just disable the engine. Let's try to glide it in. Oh, fuck. My issue here is, whilst I'm in this fight, I'm dying. Like, I need to get out of it. Yeah, because there it is. My oil's overheated. Right, we're going to go down. He wants to fight, he's going to chase. No. No. You're not getting an easy kill at that. He's pulled off again. Come on, dive down on me. Come on. Down into his dive. There we go. If I'm lucky, I can have him here. If I'm lucky. No, I'm not going to attempt that Clive. I'm too beaten up for that. Yeah. No, they caught me in a crossfire. Touche. What is he doing? Oh, he's just landed in the field. Okay. I assume just like scooting back to base or something. Oh, he's just landing it like that. No gear. Oh, is his gear down? No, it's not. Okay. Nice. We'll go to inventory. We'll shoot that. Let's go back to the Soviet tanks. Time to buy the new tank. So we've got the T-34. Wait, no. Is that what we've got? No, it's this one here, isn't it? T-34-85. It's gonna go on that one. Boom, done. Hello, losers in games. How you doing? That IS-2 is gonna take forever to save up for. That's good. That's good. Been up to much? Good day. Open fields, open fields. Let's do the T5. Oh, none of those. I'm gonna take about 15 shells. Grinding Japan Air. Ooh. I've not got round to the Japanese side of things yet. My effort at the moment's been split between the Russians and the British. I've done a little bit of Sweden, Germany, and China, but yeah, my main effort's on the Russians and a little bit on the British. Is that an explosive barrel? Where you at on the Japanese air then? Give me an idea. Nice. Alright, let's take the IS one. At least that'll have a bit extra frontal armor. Rank 5. Okay. So you're not quite at the jets then, are you? Or is that the first set of jets? I don't... A675. Yeah, so you're not at the jets yet. Fair enough. Hey, as long as you're having fun with it, that's the main thing that counts, isn't it? Fuck. Hate this map. Absolutely hate it. Detest it. R2Y2s, but it's meh. Fair. Fair. I'm gonna have to have a quick look at the Japanese tree because I've never actually looked at it. I'll be honest. Aviation. So rank 5. So we're talking. That's not aviation. Here's
Hey, your mum.
Thanks for the follow there, man. So, oh wait, yeah, it is the but you're using so you're using like the zeros to actually grind the jets out properly then. Fair. You're after the F-86, fair, the F-30 Sabres. No, that makes sense. I've not even touched jets yet, so completely out of my league here. I'm using the premium A6. Oh, wait, which one's that? That one. Because you said the A6 M5. Yeah, so that one there. Not actually. Fair. Touche on that one. Is it much better than the actual stock model? What we're talking guns wise. 220mm, 13 and a 7. 220 and a 7. Two sevens. Okay. So the main difference is it doesn't have the 13 but a second 7.7 machine gun. Fair. Not too bad on that case. I feel like I'd prefer the 13mm machine gun there. More hitting power. Where are we? So, get that actually. Fair. No, I get that in that case. Yeah, I ain't bothered buying premium or anything for it. So everything I've done has been pure grind. No, well, like the login bonuses because you get the box for your daily logins and shit. But that's it. And where I am in planes is, I guess, a little just behind you really, because I'm rank 4, 5.0 on planes. The Silver Lions part of it is that's killing. It's killing. Oh, trust me, I don't really have the shit I've done has been over like, oh what, 3 or 4 years. So this isn't a quick grind to get here. Rank 8, so 6, 7, 8. So you're up here. You're actually on the end of it then with your stuff. No, fair. I've heard the late game is just bullshit though when it comes to the air. Best SU-27. Ah, nice. Do like a good SU. Not bothering with the SM as Fox 3 is making it impossible. Yeah, I could imagine that with the long range missiles and stuff. The I don't know if it was just a complete like April Fool's thing or not, but what I'm looking forward to, because I'm a bit 50-50. I like the planes, but I like the tanks as well. Hence why my tanks are so far. Personally, I'm looking forward to the potential update that they're actually adding infantry and stuff to the battlefield. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. If you don't get now, I think that's something where they should adjust the BR ratings on things. Because if you've got a complete stock model, you should have the lower end of a plane's like BR rating, and then maybe have an upper range when it's completely upgraded. Because I think that affects a lot of different areas as well, not just end game. Well, fair, fair. There's a lot. I've got a couple Japanese as well. So if you're saying that you're like at the end of it for Soviets, do you have anyone else you've ground out, or is it just being the Japanese and the Soviets for players? Uh, I don't think they're a bad idea, but you have to rebalance the game for that sort of combat. When you start right up in each other's faces, essentially, it's not a good idea. Ah, fair. Because having all aspect missiles and that can be fun if it's done right. Reason I say that is because look at games like DCS, where you have a full combat sort of thing set up to accommodate for long range engagements from fighters, and then you also have a full battle space that can be simulated as well. AWACS planes, bombers, ground targets. Even naval combat is simulated in it if you set it up right. Shit. Ah, fuck. But people get mad over EC maps in realistic since those are sim maps. Yeah. See, that's the issue in it. Like Warthunder likes it. Warthunder has the different scaling to it, so you can have the realism of certain vehicles as close to possible, whilst also giving you that fun, gamey arcade sort of feel. Um, but it's also it makes every aspect, not every aspect they put into the game, fun. If they're going for just a, oh well, this vehicle has this potential, let's make it completely realistic. Like I saw people complaining about the introduction of the F117s, which I understand the pure late game might come down to a purely um, fighter based sort of thing, and ground attack is pointless. But at the same time, They've introduced the A10s into the game. They've introduced the, what is it, the SU-25 Frogfoots. So, like, having essentially a high altitude strike craft also makes sense, but I don't know how the radar specifically works in the game, so I won't comment too much on how that combat wise is going to weigh up. Yeah, but as at the same time, everyone should be stealth, but it's pretty sure. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, fuck. An aircraft like that does need to be stealth for it to be able to be accurate and stuff, but at the same time, for game purposes, it's going to be hard to balance that if they don't already have a radar cross section in the game. Cancel that. So let's have a quick look. So yeah, it's not here yet, so I can't exactly pull it up. But if they were to add it, for instance, I don't know how. Obviously, the radar system, for what I've seen, has the full suite where it like detects and that you can lock on and shit. F117 rank 6. Oh, is it? Oh shit, it is, yeah. No, yeah, fair, yeah, I remember because I've actually played around with it, I think. Yeah, because you can test fly it. And the thing is, stealth doesn't mean that they can't be detected, it means that they shouldn't be able to be locked onto. Which this game doesn't do very well, for what I remember, because I have flown this directly over a fucking SAM site which shouldn't be able to detect me, but it did. Like right now, well, no, I'll correct that. It shouldn't be able to lock onto me. For game balance, it really do. Yeah, I imagine for the most part, it would be sort of like that. It takes pot shots at people in their base and shit. In fact, is that locking on? Maybe the radar does work, because I'm actually not being locked up or anything right now. No, but ground-based anti-air does have radar at this point, I'm pretty sure. Missiles, I should say. Oh, that's actual guns. Yeah, that one's guns. That one's missiles. You piece of shit. Come on, you can level out. You've only lost a flap. shit. Well, I think to some, well, unless they've done some sort of thing where just like, unless certain conditions are ticked, it can't be locked onto. That site, that ground vehicle there, that every test that flight I've done has had surface to air missiles. The fuck? Did it actually fire a missile that time? Yeah, it fired a missile that time. I flew over it the first time, that time no. Alright. This is really sort of 50-50. It would be hard to do because all the different BRs. I don't think it would be that difficult, to be fair. They would just have to implement a system which actually accommodates radar cross sections, and then implement that into the target data that radar systems have. So, say the radar is strong enough to detect something at a radar cross section of, I don't know, 15 square meters. But it can only acquire a lock on something that is that same, that is, I don't know, 20 square meters. Okay, so this would probably be, I don't remember how much this is worked out to be. I think this is actually like 15 square meters or some shit. It actually can be detected, but it won't be able to get locked onto. So you could see it coming, you just wouldn't be able to shoot it down. But then I guess you'd also have to, if you're going to go hyper realistic with it, you'd have to work out like the middle ground of like what a radar return from potentially each fucking angle's going to be. But that's not that's something which Gaijin has done with other things, like fucking damage sectors and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, like you can rework the tech tree and stuff around it. So just to flat out say that it's difficult to do isn't completely accurate, because like the beginning half of the tech tree you don't need to worry about. You're not, unless someone brings a Spitfire into a custom game with anti-air and stuff, you're never going to see that comparison play out. But giving the Spitfire a radar cross section isn't a difficult thing to do. So it's not going to affect the tech tree in itself. It's just going to affect how maybe they have to rebalance things. I don't think it would change the balance. I don't think it would make things too unbalanced. I think it would just be a case of rebalancing some shit. Plus, let's face it, they can always dumb the system down for different game modes. They do that anyway. Oh yeah, that's true. I thought that was actually going to be more difficult to land. Don't know why. I like. Yeah, I guess to some degree it depends on how far they take the rebalancing, really. Because yeah, Gaijin struggles with it a lot, but doesn't necessarily mean that they'll do dumb shit with the balancing as well. Ah, but that's where that's where this has its own issues, doesn't it? Because technically, this can be detected anyway. It doesn't matter what plane you're technically flying in, or using ground air defense. Because the issue is there's a difference between detecting something and getting a weapons lock. Most systems would not be able to get a weapons lock on this. Agreed. Be able to detect it, yes. But there again, that is where Gaijin would have to play around with the specific game modes. Because if it is arcade, they'd want everything to be able to shoot it down. If it was realistic, they'd maybe want to restrict what can shoot it down to certain stronger radar aircraft and ground systems within its BR range. And then if it was simulated, you'd only have a couple things that would be able to shoot it down really in, or you'd only be able to shoot it down whilst it's actually got its bomb bays open. Because that's how the Serbians got it. They shot it down whilst its bomb bay was open, because that's when the radar cross section completely flared open. Because they wanted it, but because they would make a mistake and would, yeah, like I don't argue. Like they probably would make a mistake, and it's probably a discouraging point for them to even try. But I'm just saying, like it if they really wanted to, there are ways that they could try to do it. I think the main thing is if they were to do it, there wouldn't be anything of equivalent value in the other tech trees, because you can't give an F-111, an F-117, sorry, to the Russians. The Russians never actually made a stealth bomber. Even today, the Su-57, if you were to compare that into it, yeah, it has some ground strike capabilities for what I'm aware, but it wasn't built around the same time. Just break the game, change the tech trees around. There's already big unbalancing. Well, yeah, like I don't play too much top end or high tier, I should say, so I don't know too much of like what the tech trees are like, but I am aware that there is obviously issues. What would they not add for balancing reasons? Stealth. Ah, fair enough. Like I can understand it. I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity because it does allow for a little of an interesting sort of matchup. They could like restrict how many stealth aircraft are allowed in a particular game to sort of work on that. So you have your standard sort of fighter your big air dogfight, and then a couple stealth aircraft. Yeah, I think that's the main reason to avoid it, though, isn't it? Because no other country developed stealth aircraft until, obviously, fairly recently. Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, unless you're looking at the modern Su-57, the Russians never built or real. They probably tested a few that I don't know about, but like they never built any stealth aircraft. Where the Americans, well, they've got three different ones. They've got the fucking just production aircraft. They've got three different ones. The F-117, the F-22, and the F-35. Yeah, he spotted me. Oh, fuck's sake. If they added the Su-57, they'd have to add the F-22. Like it no, that wouldn't be comparable if you go off supposed analytics and intelligence from it. Because supposedly it doesn't even compare to the F-35. Supposedly. I am not going to say it does, but yeah. You would have people complain though, on one side or another. I think it does depend how long the game sort of carries on going though, because there's definitely a potential out there at the moment that within, I don't know, if Warthunder kept around for another, say, 50 years, in 20 years or something, they might reconsider adding stealth because most countries at this point are looking at some sort of stealth designed fighter. Because the Chinese have theirs, the Japanese have played around with a design of their own. Okay, yeah. Most of the European countries have either reviewed the F-35 or started looking into their own. True, true. I think it's one of those though where, especially for a game that wants to keep earning money, it doesn't make any sense for them not to develop it further. Now they might not want to go all the way into like a currently unfolding conflict, so they might not bring it like all the way to the 2020s, but the bring it as far as the war on terror, that one makes sense. There's not really much you can do on that, so maybe the Gulf Wars make more sense, which they're sort of doing, aren't they? Because what you've got the F-18s, you got the F-15s, F-16s, which obviously were used in the 80s and 90s, but like, yeah. In fact, they've even played around with drones, haven't they? Because there was that entire thing where you had the MQ-9 and stuff. No, it was probably one of their special events, but still. Yeah, you even got the Apaches and the Cobras and shit. Oh yeah, all of them are. Like F-16, F-15, F-18, they're all used today still. The Harrier isn't. They're in higher tier ground, are they? Yeah, fair. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Like, it's more difficult adding stealth when there isn't anything comparable for other countries. Ah, fair. Why is that here? Surely that they could actually just move that into the Israeli tree. Do they actually have? Oh, they do. Fair. Like, yeah, it's balancing no matter what they add is going to be the key issue. But there is no reason that they couldn't add stealth to the game. Israel wouldn't get the F-22 anyway. The F-22 started production shortly after the 117. Why would they put the F-22 in the Israeli one though? Oh, F-18. Yeah, okay, yeah. Does Israel use the F-18? Oh wait, no. Don't they use F-15s? Because it was an Israeli F-15 which landed with one wing. How fair. Yeah, yeah. Israel, the one country in the world that manages to get every US plane modified specifically for themselves. Well, near enough every American plane. Because even the F-35I isn't exported to anyone but Israel. Apparently, even America don't really get to have much say in that one. I believe it's Israel as well, which is the only country which is allowed to do weapon tests outside of the US for their F-35s. Anyone else has to have their missiles, bombs sent to America for the Marine Corps to do the testing. Or the Air Force, I guess. I just know it was. Who was it? I think it was British F-35s had their like Meteor missile qualify for service with the American Marines testing it, which sounds absolutely ludicrous, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's details like that though which surely make the F-35 harder to sell, because countries which do completely develop their own missiles, like say India, how do you sell that to them? Because India won't want like America to know the details of their missile systems, will they? Most countries, won't, before Trump at least, wouldn't care too much. Because what's it going to matter if America knows how the British, French, Italian, Australian sort of missiles work? They're never going to go to war. I need to actually. Yeah, fuck off a second. Now I'm coming for you. If the countries can't test the F-35 on their own, how can they know the US isn't lying about selling them more? Yeah, true. I honestly don't know. There we go. That just all went up in one go there. Let's quickly go land. It's like the argument which has come out recently, in it. Like, there was a thing put out that apparently America could just shut down American-made weapons with like a kill switch. I don't want to buy something someone says is good just because someone says it's good. I would want to test it myself. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you. Who wouldn't? I think most of it comes down to most people work with the US closely, and they don't see a reason to doubt them. I think that's the main reason. Um, but what was I saying? Like, yeah, the kill switch thing. Like, there is absolutely no reason, even if America wanted you to stop using their F-35s against them, hypothetically, like, America doesn't need to have a kill switch in it, because everything that the F-35 needs to be able to be maintained and ran can only be found in America. Yeah, you've got the raw resources and stuff which are made into the F-35, which can be found all over the world. But the specific engineering, maintenance, and all that shit needs to be done through American companies. So if America wanted, they could just say, okay, well, you're not going to get your plane serviced anymore. So a kill switch isn't needed. A physical one, anyways, or a coded one. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. That's another issue with the just the weapons market in general at the moment, though, isn't it? Like, well, up until recently, you only really had two main weapons suppliers: America or Russia. Obviously, America dominates the market. Russia's struggling to supply the market because of sanctions and stuff. They're still doing it, but then you've got stuff like China now, which is slowly creeping in. Which, power to them. Why not? That's why there's that big drive to uh like make well, rescale the European arms industry, isn't they? Uh they're not gone. Slovakia gave them to the Ukrainians, didn't they? So it's still sort of in use, just not in Slovakia. I'm guessing you're Slovakian then, yeah? Yeah, like I would say thankfully that's not affecting us because we're not in the EU anymore, but it 100% is affecting us. Because we're even though they're not increasing the military spending here in the UK yet, like they're trying to cut costs everywhere else whilst also increasing taxes. Thing is, like they might initially be getting American supplied, but the entire new rearm thing means that they'll probably get either the Eurofighter or the Typhoon or the Raphael. I guess Raphael. I mean, just a thought. Why would we give out a shitty Ukraine? Like, well, this that's sort of the argument, though, isn't it? At the same time, like, you will get help because you're part of NATO. So, wait, I'm pretty sure you are. Anyways, I could be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong. So you automatically get that protection from the entire continent. Well, you're in the EU actually, either way. So you have Article 7 there. I think it is. Um, but the theory is the more shit you give to Ukraine, the longer that war keeps grinding itself and it keeps Russia distracted. So unless someone outside of Europe or Russia are going to attack you, um, it's not really something that people are concerned about. I think, come on. Oh, I hit him. How bad? Was it a kill? I don't think it was a kill. We're going to go finish him off. Ah, I can't fucking outturn him. Come on. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. Not gonna get my kill. Come on. Rely on bigger countries in for most military needs. Replacing fighters would get rid of. Might as well be got. Oh yeah, that's sort of true. Where the fuck is this guy? No, he's here. Oh, fuck's sake, there he is. Right on my ass. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck. I'm sure I'll put still train on the F-16s, yeah, at least not all of them. If your pilots are blacking out, it will help. Thank you. I'll try that one. Normally I just pull the mouse back to center. Well, that's the thing. Like originally your pilots would have been getting trained on the F-16s, I guess, depending on what you bought. Because I don't know what the contract Slovakia would have signed with America is, but I know a lot of countries are cancelling or reconsidering their American purchases in the wake of the kill switch sort of fiasco. So does that mean that you'll be buying French, maybe the Rafale, or British with the Typhoons, or is it the Germans that make the Eurofighter, or is that just everyone? Can you join? Yeah, sure. Do exclamation mark Discord. You'll get the link to my Discord server and just quickly add me, and we'll hop in a VC and talk as well if you want. Da, 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 da. All right, Felix. All right, Felix. Just because you wish. You want to get my feet pics and that? That's what it is. I can understand his concern there though, Steady, because especially in like the wake of America saying that they're not going to help Europe. Yes, I know they're the same thing. It's just for some reason we have different names. Like we don't call it the Eurofighter, we call it the Typhoon, but the rest of Europe calls it the Eurofighter. Yeah, I'm aware, but it's also produced in different countries produce different parts of it, and then it's assembled in the country that wants it. I think. Have I not updated that Discord link? That might be sending you to the old one. Yeah. If you only get the migration bit, click on the link in there. I'm going to quickly update that because clearly I was an idiot and forgot. Chat commands. Where is Discord? Just done. Save. There. I've just updated that as well, so that shouldn't happen to anyone else. Germany, Spain, UK make it. Not gonna lie, if I went such a bitch. are playing tanks at such a low level BR, I would most likely join you. Just join. Come on, we can go to a low BR for you. Shit, low level tanks is actually probably one of the most fun parts of the game. Question is, do you want to join my squad, or I'll send you the thing for my squad. Fuck it, remove that guy. Yeah. Okay. Well, again, I wouldn't be able to do it on Germany because I don't have rank 2 tanks. I have. In fact, what do I have up to on? When you say second lowest BR, do you mean like 1 or do you mean like 2? Just figuring that out, loser. 2. Well, if you want to come join us, Felix, I won't be able to run Germany, but I could run my British stuff on BR2. 2.3, okay. I'm happy with that. You alright with that? Yeah, let's do 2.3. Come join us. It'll be a good laugh. Let me fully. I'm gonna have to change a couple of these out. The Matilda's a bit high. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So, what do I swap my Matilda out for? My Valentine's already selected. Where's the? Oh, shit's there. Shit. Guess I'm just gonna have to uncrew it. You might need to select a couple of the roles to be able to see the chat, because the first thing you should have is you should have the rules channel. If you click that, make sure you've obviously read it and got the rules thing, and then you should have the roles chat, and it's just the other games channel that you're after, unless you're interested in the other games that are listed as well. However, that does mean I will need to ensure that my stream is picking up the Discord audio, otherwise that's gonna be a pain. Hopefully that's working. Hello. Doesn't look like that's picking you up. Give me a second. It's no, it's more so I just don't sound like a madman talking to myself. Right, that should work. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna up tier you a little because I can't be asked to decrew 2 of my shit.
Yeah.
2.7. Here we go.
I mean, I have the Murder 3, which has a good round, so it should not be a problem in the up tier.
Nah, that's good. That's good.
Let's hope the hit won't fail me on the Stuk.
Fingers crossed. No, like the entire thing at the moment with like the rearming Europe and stuff, it's a bit. It's just seeing where it all goes, I think.
I mean, from my point of view, everything got fucking more expensive with the rearmament. So, and me making barely fucking living, it's kind of nightmare.
Oh yeah,
So yeah,
I can understand that
that's
one.
yeah, that's mostly the reason I'm pissed about the about us giving Ukraine equipment. Since yeah, literally last month I made like $100
Ooh,
from my work. So barely
yeah,
anything.
yeah. No, fair enough. That is a bit. Yeah, like I know. You're not the only people or yourself that is somewhat opposed to giving Ukraine stuff. Obviously, we
I
have.
mean, look, I'm in fucking school, okay?
Yeah.
I don't even have a real job, basically.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
there on, like, the practice, so I don't make much. And with shit getting more expensive, it's less shit I can buy.
No, yeah. That's obviously something
So,
which affects everyone.
so yeah, that's mostly the reason I'm pissed about it. But, yeah.
Yeah. No. Like, I know a couple Polish people that are completely against it. Like they're against Russia, but they want Ukraine to die because they consider Ukraine as an invader on their lands because some of Ukraine apparently should belong to Poland.
I mean, Ukraine did take a part of Slovakia. Well, Czechoslovakia back then, so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we had like the town and like the Ukrainian Russian Ukrainian Slovak border,
Yeah.
and Ukraine took that. So
That just
and
about.
understanding the Polish, I mean, I was probably pissed too if some random ass nation that just wanted to took my land.
Like I'll defend Poland a little bit on that side. Like just spawned is a little bit incorrect, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying because it was like liberated, I guess, essentially.
Eh, but I mean, everyone has their own truths and opinions, so.
Well, no, I get what you're saying with that as well. Like the only thing I mean by that is that
Yeah,
obviously Poland was an empire a few centuries before the World Wars, and then
can I
oh,
breach on him?
if you can get him, go for it.
Useless.
I'm gonna try and push this guy.
Loader.
Hello,
Hello,
Get
Powell.
the fuck out of my game.
whoever you are, Mr. Slovak guy. I agree with what you're saying. Ukraine spawned. Ukraine is just a spawned country.
Yes. I mean,
We got
is it
betrayed by
difficult?
them. We got betrayed. We were supposed to fight the Soviets together, and they betrayed us. Fucking banderists. Hate them. Yeah,
There's not many Eastern Europeans that seem to like Ukraine. I'm seeing a pattern.
I mean, listen. In 1920, when the Polish army got to Kiev, we were supposed to meet up with the Ukrainians and then fight the Soviets. But then they just decided to not fight and betray us.
What the hell?
And then we got pushed to
That's
the
the
Vistula.
one thing.
And then we got fucking pushed to the Vistula.
Poor bastard.
That was the whole Polish-Soviet war in a nutshell. Got betrayed, pushed to the Vistula, and then back to normal, I guess.
I have just brutally murdered a World War I tank, and I don't feel sorry about it.
I got fucked in my own smoke screen by an anti-air vehicle. So that was fun.
God damn it. How the hell did we lose a B when there was like 3 fucking people on there?
Well, like I said, I got disabled and an anti-air little truck blew me up.
Yeah, I just got killed by that truck, so it's time to take my revenge with this Stuka. Because it's the only thing I know how to do.
Stucker. Yeah, fair enough. If the Ukrainians, I guess, betrayed you in like the war there, I can understand that.
And then don't get me started. What happened in World War II? That was fucking it. That was it.
Did Ukraine even
They did
do anything in that point?
Yes, they did a fucking mass murder on the Polish people living in Galicia.
Well, like, was that the actual Ukrainians or was that like the
Yes,
fucking?
yeah,
Oh,
that were the Ukrainian nationalists. That basically they were the Ukrainian nationalists that in territory, like you have Lviv and terrains uh, close to it.
yeah,
So they just were just going village to village, just killing most of, if not all of the the whole Polish population there, and then just, going somewhere else. That was brutal.
fair,
Got one.
nice.
I got this Italian Panzer IV. Or bastard exploded. Child, catch this.
I'd piss myself if you hit the ground there.
He caught fist first. Oh shit, there's a plane on my ass. Shit. Big bomb, help. Fuck. Ah! That's a tree.
Big bomb. Big bomb number 1. Big bomb number 2.
Why do you come join us, Powell?
Warthunder, I don't have it because I didn't install it. I mean, I once installed it, but didn't.
There is a guy here. There is a guy also here.
I uninstalled it.
Why would I install such a great game that totally don't make you mad just by looking at it?
I had enough of. Listen, I already had enough playing World of Tanks. 12 hours.
That's why I don't play World of Tanks.
Yeah, well, the tanks is shit.
I can
mean,
agree.
It's not that it's shit for me. It's just that I don't have it. I don't have anyone. I don't have anyone to play it with because I had.
I mean, I didn't have anyone to play Warthunder with, but my friend hooked me up with a guy that plays it, so here I am, continuing to suffer.
Warthunder's one of those, like, there's a few people on the server that
just-
play it as well. So if you really wanted to play with people, like myself, I play it pretty regularly.
I play. If I want to play with someone, I go on Twitch to find streamers.
That's one way of doing it.
When Twitch, man, when you stream, and not you after the other guy. Right? When stream, you had. I see you have a YouTube channel. When new video, give video. Where video? And again, it seems I got played the league, ignored.
Yeah, you did.
I got ghosted by a person I don't even know. That will.
Fuck you. Oh, bitch.
Oh, you got killed by a Swede. How nice.
Yeah,
Also, can you tell me why the fuck did you let someone reserve Vichy France when like we don't even have majors yet?
like,
Just
he said that he wasn't going to be there for the start of the game, so I thought,
alright, okay. In that case, sure. That's kinda counter. It's because that seems kinda unintuitive.
oh yeah, he said he wasn't going to be there for the start of the game, so I thought, alright, well, it doesn't really harm in that case.
I mean, I will definitely be there, depending when will my EU4 game end.
Makes sense.
and then I will join. 'Cause, like yesterday, I hosted like a Kaiser Redux game. Like tomorrow I have a Cold War. In 2 days we have EU4.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
because of the US dropping out because he's off out drinking, I'm thinking it's going to be the third week in a row where I might actually play the US.
bruh.
And I'm like,
I mean, I will probably join as a co-op for TB later because he wanted me to co-op him.
yeah, fair.
So I will probably be as a second co-op of Germany, or depending if.
No, in fact, I won't allow a second co-op on Germany. The Soviet player said that he's going to solo the Soviet side.
I mean,
So
then,
unless
I mean,
he's actually going to have a couple of his friends joining, like yeah, I'm going to restrict the co-ops on Germany because of that.
I mean, in my opinion, that's kind of that's kind of like his choice. He doesn't want to co-op.
Oh yeah, it's his choice, but we shouldn't compound the issue, is what I'm trying to say.
Alright. I guess I'll join something else. I guess later.
No, that was your main reason why you wanted Vichy France, was it?
No, I didn't want Vichy France. Like never, I would probably never play Vichy France out of my own will, even though it's not a bad country. Just there's better ones. There's definitely better ones than Vichy France. Even though it sounds cool, it's not.
No, I get that. Like I haven't really looked at Vichy France because I don't get that opportunity since I start in the game and I'm the host.
Yeah. You'd have to probably you'd have to, I don't know, get a replacement for you and then join out Vichy.
Yeah, that or I'd have to rehost the entire game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know rehost, but then rehost, but then get a replacement for your country because you have to be at the start.
Well, no, I guess I could start as like a German co-op.
Or be a co-op, or be a co-op, I guess.
Yeah.
Careful, there's a plane. Oh.
Yep, I noticed that. There's what looks like a
He
ship.
really wants to kill someone, but I guess he can't really do that.
Ah, got me in the side. Fair enough. Well, I'll bring my Spitfire out to fight him then.
Okay, there are two, so be careful.
Okay. I'll text my friend. I'll see if he wants to play stick fights with me because I bought it. But I bought him.
I can try to shoot one down, but with this 7.62 or whatever the fuck this Tuka has, it will be nearly impossible. So.
Well, I'm coming in a Spitfire, so just stay alive. I'll take him out.
I can try, but there's an SPA, so. Oh shit! That's a building! That's a building! That's a building! That's water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your plane doesn't work underwater, mate.
Yeah, I'm taking the BF-109 with the 250 kilogram bomb. From one plane to another. Just like just how Gaijin intended. I can try to go after the SPA to kill it.
That would be handy.
I know that's the SPA on the road or it's another thing. That looks like the SPA. Oh no, it's not. Okay, there he is. It's good to know that he's on their spawn. It's still on their spawn. Dude is completely ignoring me. Catch this, bitch. Got him. Bro didn't even try to escape it. He just shot at you.
Well, that means he wasn't paying attention to you.
Funny shit is that the bomb was right in front of him.
I wonder if FedEx will join the voice chat because I see he joined Gaming Sanctuary as your mom 69.
Yeah, he said that he'd created an unofficial Discord because his old one was taken down apparently for some reason.
Yeah, and I see his new account is on Gaming Sanctuary as your mom 69, as I said.
Why am I taking like? Oh fuck! There's the airbase is there. Oh shit! I didn't realize I was that close to their airbase.
And bro died.
Yeah, no worries, Felix. No worries. I don't see you in chat in BC at the moment though. So I'm calling bullshit. And he's gonna eat shit on the
Let's
landing.
see. I won't. I'm not that stupid, okay? I may be a German player, but I'm not.
German player from Slovakia, yeah, I know your heritage. I know your fucking heritage. I know all of you Slovakians.
Twitter, name every Slovak that ever lived.
What I mean is that you all are just Czechs, but German Czechs.
You left me speechless.
Yeah, I just offended every Slovak there is.
What will be next? You will call Slovakia North Hungary?
I mean, no, that's. I mean, the Hungarians probably wanted you to be called that, but
Like if we're that loud, Felix,
Good
you
boy.
can always just turn the volume on our users down. I was gonna say.
just mute the stream, I guess.
Well, yeah, either way. Or mute us in VC and just listen to us in stream with a delay. I don't know how much of a delay there is, but yeah.
A couple seconds.
A couple seconds. That's usually about. I mean, I saw a stream with like 10 or 15-second delay, so.
Do 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 do. For a second, I thought you was gonna hit a tree.
Don't worry, I already did a few times today, so not now.
I see this guy piloting a German airplane, and I'm just, projecting the Red Baron. You know the song, the Red Baron. That's basically what I'm projecting right now.
I mean, I have a red user skin, so not too far off.
No, listen. I have a red
Balancer.
profile. I have a red profile, red banner, red sky, red star in the sky. Even though I'm not a I'm a communist by not choice. I was forced to be a communist by forces above me. The society.
Society made you a communist.
The society made me a communist.
Okay.
I have to counter Trump by being a communist.
Don't think that's necessarily how that works, but okay.
No, Trump is a Nazi.
Well, yeah, but like.
Yay! Unlocked a 1,800 kilogram
What's the
bomb.
counter to Nazis? Communists.
Democracy countered them as well, you know.
Yeah, but the Nazis killed more democracies than, the democracies fell in World War II.
True.
There were like only 3 successful democracies. Oh, sorry. I meant two. Like Britain and the U.S. Like France was not a good democracy. Like
Well, the
after World War One, every country had a constitution that was following the French one. And how that turned out, almost every single country, every single new country except Czechoslovakia, had its own dictator. Like Poland had Pilsudski, like Hungary had Horthy, and etc. etc. So every the French constitution is just makes it very easily for dictators to come.
I don't
for the-
think that's necessarily true. Because if we look at it, any constitution can actually, in theory, stand against a dictatorship. It's only if that constitution is upheld by the people as well. Like, look at America. It looks like Trump might be making himself a dictator because he's diverting the constitution and no one's objecting to it.
I mean, but you need to have a good constitution to not allow dictators. But the French one was kind of bad. Like almost every country except Czechia had a coup. It's not even like vote or something like elections. No, that's every single country had a coup because the French party system and the French constitution just basically meant that every country, that nobody had a stable government. I think only Czechs had a stable government. Like even France itself didn't have a stable government until World War II. Like,
Yeah.
France had like 14 prime ministers in that time.
Well, yeah.
That is a bad statistic. That shows how bad their politics situation was.
I don't think it's really changed too much. Are you joining us, Felix? I got 2.31. Yeah, no worries.
I can say only from Polish side. Like 6 years after, sorry, 8. Like 8 years after the Polish independence, we had a coup. Like that was 1926 May, we had a coup.
Oh, but I fucking misspelled your thing there.
So that was like tragic. Even though, I mean, the man who cooked the government was very skilled in military because it was our marshal, but he couldn't do economy. So
and then invite to squad.
And that means kind of Great Depression and stuff. 1926, kind of close to the Great Depression.
Yeah. No, fair.
So that is fun because our previous economic minister was fired by Pilsudski, and then even after the communist takeover, he was like the economy guy was still reinstated on his office as the minister of economy. Like he was that good.
Happens, I guess.
Yeah, happens. I mean,
So I'm back.
it can probably be because nothing. It can be probably because Poland didn't have like an organized communist party. So
I think to some degree though, even though I do agree with what you're saying. Like obviously, if every country that adopted the French sort of the French model, I'll say, had democratic issues throughout the 20s and 30s.
Oh, literally every new country from Finland down to Greece had its own dictator.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it is, even the fact that the French model completely failed for everyone but the French.
And
Czechs.
How to use the French. I mean, maybe better. I think the French system failed from everybody except the Czechs.
I think it. Well, yeah.
The French failed by their own system, kind of.
They just had the skill issue.
But one thing which I think
know.
is important to remember there, if someone's going to become a dictator, especially if they're popular, they're going to find a way around the constitution. It's the people that need to uphold it, not just the government.
Yeah, but you have to consider that how many countries adopted the French system. Like I think like 13, almost
Oh,
like
yeah.
13 countries, and like 12 of them had a dictatorship. So I think it doesn't have to be the people, but just the thing that if you can't find a stable government, if the government is just so tragic and cannot find a majority, or cannot
That's
deal with
another
it.
issue, though, isn't it? Like the constitution isn't there to uphold the government. The constitution's there to uphold the rule of law. Now,
I mean, the constitution also tells you, how the rules of politics, like how to make a government, when to make a government, and in what way. And so, if the constitution just makes the rules iffy, then just it's hard to make a government.
yeah, I agree there. That's the best because I haven't played for one. Yeah, don't worry, Felix, you'll be fine.
Like, I don't know. I maybe ask our Slovak friends. Man, because you're from Slovakia, why did the French, constitution system worked in in Czechoslovakia?
God knows, probably because we aren't stupid and we didn't have Squish. Totally not Czechoslovak propaganda.
To be fair, I can somewhat get on board with that one because, like I said, it's if there's unrest, any constitution will be tested. I'm not going to say that the French constitution was good because I don't know what it was, but I will like push the fact that if everyone was sort of against it within the country, then it was never going to work.
Not in my...
I have to look at it more. Not this.
Damn.
Okay, I don't want to see the fucking artwork. I want to see the model of fucking politics, not the artwork.
Because the French, this is the main reason I won't defend it. We're on our 5th French Republic, so they naturally have a thing where they will go for what like the popular figurehead sort of thing, and that promotes like dictatorships within their country.
I mean, the abolishment of I think it was the rise of the third republic. No, it's the second. Sorry, the second. The rise of the Second Republic was just not even above the popular vote. It's because the king just did what he wanted. So let's kind of like I watched some videos, like read about the July the July Revolution, and just it was bad. It was bad, very bad. Oh, sorry, not the Republic, like the kingdom, like in 48 there was another revolution, yeah. And there was a lot of revolutions in France in that time. And that's funny that you're mostly not you're mostly familiar with the most popular French Revolution, but like in the next 100 years there will probably like 5 more.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now tell me a time where France didn't have a revolution.
Good luck.
Even if probably I would say like around Ludwig the 14 maybe.
Okay, but that's a maybe.
Maybe, I mean, because that's a kingdom and because that's an empire, so depends what you call a revolution. Because there were some like revolts or uprisings of some like peasants or something, but I wouldn't call that a revolution. It's like what I would say a revolution is something like the July one or the February one. Then like probably I would say in the days of the first empire. I mean, not the Napoleonic one, because I think that should be like the second empire, even though it's called the first. But I think like Ludwig was the emperor. Wait, was he the emperor? I don't even know. I mean, he probably called himself an emperor.
Napoleon called himself the emperor, but like,
No, Napoleon. Yeah, Napoleon was crowned the emperor, but I'm talking about like Ludwig the 14th, if he even wanted to be an emperor. Like, did he call himself the emperor?
I don't know.
Like, I have to see. Like, did he actually? No, he was only a king. He never. I think. Yeah, he never called himself an emperor. Even though I would probably say he deserved the title of the emperor, because like Napoleon the Third called himself the emperor, but he probably didn't deserve it that much, I would say. Like, I wouldn't say that Napoleon the Third had a better reign than Ludwig the 14th. Like, bro conquered and was a menace in Europe for so much time.
Easy kills.
Yeah, we traded there. Who's gonna punch out first though? Oh, I died.
I'm trying to see the French politics and this, but I can't. I can't. I don't see it.
Behind me.
Ah, okay. So
Okay,
like,
and I lost connection to the server and crashed. Good job,
Nice.
Gaijin.
okay, possibly I see some things like basically France in that time had either the right, like the quite, quite, quite far right, and maybe not that. I mean, not like to the limit, but quite far right, and it's the communist and socialist. So that's kind of it. So maybe, so maybe
And I
that's
get
why.
killed by a tank.
So maybe that's why
That's
it was so
marketing.
weak.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking the 20s and 30s were a point of political instability across Europe, not just in
Okay.
Germany.
I move. Here I am pulling uh, the 1924 elections out of my ass. So let's see here. Uh, we have the left. It's basically just uh the radicals, like socialist radicals.
I've gone back
And
to the hangar.
okay, so then you have just the left, the right. Oh, this looks kinda. This looks. Oh no, I think it's no. Is this like there's some radicals? Alliance Démocratique, Alliance Républicaine Démocratique. What is this? Uh, what do what is this?
Damn, I got a modification. The 792 MG maintenance for the duck.
Nice.
Oh, I kind of see what's the issue. Like here, I see that France didn't have. They they kind of didn't have a far right party, like that much. Like most of the parties here. Like, this is like here is Section Française de Internationale Ouvrière, like some workers' party. Here's like another socialist party, like a Republican party, which is less I don't know because it doesn't exist on Wikipedia. Sad. Another socialist party, and then the Communist Party, and that's it. That's it. That's it. So
Like,
oh no, there are some. There are like two parties that. Okay, yeah, here are the Democrats. These are the Democrats, but how many seats did they get? 102. Okay, these are the Democrats. What they?
Who are we waiting on? Felix, you ready?
Ah,
Oh, let's. Yeah, you've already said.
okay.
Read that one.
Okay. This is the thing.
Ah, Felix, read it up. So we're now just no, he's
Okay,
unready.
So it seems that they exist. They exist.
I don't know what Felix is doing. He keeps readying up then unready.
Kind of hard to see the. Okay, maybe I'll just pull up some Polish shit about the interwar shit.
Well, it's just one of those like I said the like.
No, because
It
I
w-
actually just because I actually have to see this. So. Oh, okay. Here it is.
That's fine.
Let's see.
Do your little Google. Just saying, because I know even here in the UK we had quite a far right sort of movements going on as well. We just didn't.
Mosley? Like you mean Mosley?
Well, it wasn't just him.
Uh. Ah, okay. So first up, Poland. Oh, okay. This is the stuff. Parliamentary democracy. Okay. Here it is. Yep. This is the stuff. Okay, so this. Basically, like the four like most important parties. You had the Socialist Party, like the Polish Socialist Party, Polish
Maybe who shut
People's,
fucking smoke here? Can't see shit.
Polish People's Union, and some uh, National Democracy. It's just a right party, like national party. Very. I don't see the fourth one. I think it's just the. I have to remember because these are just the parties that existed in like the 1800s, like in Russia. I mean, yeah, there was the Christian democracy that existed practically everywhere. That's yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess there was. Oh yeah, there also was a social democracy. Yeah, I forgot. Also, fun fact, Afro, did you know like the communist uprisings in Germany were possibly caused by some Polish guys? Partially.
That's amusing.
Because Poland had like two. I mean, there are two facts. That one Polish guy was basically responsible for creating the Soviet secret police, during Lenin's reign.
Yeah.
Like he was in charge of it. And there was also Rose Luxemburg. Yeah, that's her name, Rose Luxemburg, and she was one of the faces of the German communists, like the Spartacus uprisings. Maybe that's the reason that the meetings were called the Spartakiads. Maybe.
Spartakiada.
Yeah, Spartakiada. Yeah. Possibly because of it. Yeah, and then after that, in 1922, our president was killed. And then like 4 years later, we had a kid. We had another coup.
Well, a democracy
And
is only as strong as its checks and balances, anyways.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I was, I'm looking at, like, I'm actually right now I'm like watching a series about, Rise of Hitler on the World War II channel. Very
Mm.
interesting, I have to say. And like, right now I'm on January 1930. So I didn't watch the second episode like fully yet, so I have to watch it. But like, basically the following pattern that was uh very much that was very much alike in every country was like you had a very polarized political sphere. Like
Mm-hmm.
in Germany, for example, you had like the far right you have NSDAP, uh, German Communist Party, the German Socialists, and then you had the Bürger Bloc, which was basically just the democracies, and that's all. Like you had basically like four main parties, and every last one of them just is drastically different from each other, which is funny to say the least. And you have like NSDAP fighting the communists, communists fighting the NSDAP, and so on.
How's my camera being so weird? There we go.
But what's even funnier is that they were actually like three of the parties were actually agreeing on something, that the Young plan was stupid and you should abolish it. So uh, Germany's fate was so bad that even the enemy parties were agreeing with each other.
Well, that happens sometimes.
It does. It does. Oh. Oh, here look at this guy. Edward Rich. Very, very nice guy. Very nice guy. Very nice. Oh no, it's not balls. I thought it's bald. It's not bald. I was lied to. I would probably see the political situation in all of those countries. I would probably have to either go to like a English Wikipedia or like look some newspapers from that time. Then I would probably have a better knowledge. 'Cause I think this stuff isn't covered like on the internet, so I don't have a quick access to it. I mean, I can I can gamble on the Tower of Babel. Maybe I will not see. Maybe I won't see like a random random words, and I will actually see a good knowledge. Maybe I will find a cure for cancer.
You never know.
Let's I never even been the Tower of Babel. Let's see. I mean, yeah. Wait. What is it called? Wait, the Babel Library? Library search. Oh, Library of Babel. Oh no. Third. Oh, what the? Poland.
Huh.
What the fuck? Whoa.
Bro didn't notice me. I was so sneaky.
Good for cancer.
Well, you are in a little stug which is barely making a noise. That happens sometimes,
Dude, what the hell?
Felix. Especially in the low tiers, the AA actually outguns most things.
Well, not today.
Oh, I found a cure for cancer. Nice.
Yeah, that's how come our Slovak friend is being so good. He's just got his butt plug vibrating.
Wow.
Oh, bro, it's a Slovak tank. Why do you have a nuke on your tank? Can you tell me this?
Because because I'm foreshadowing my shit.
You're foreshadowing the Slovak fate. Slovakia
Probably that's too.
Slovakia will probably end this way, same as Poland, honestly.
This is how the world ends, with a nuclear apocalypse.
No, I think we'll get killed by like a ton of terawatt lasers pointing at the moon, destroying it and killing the atmosphere. Never mind, forget I said it. I wrote that fact in a book. Like there was a question in that book. Like,
Okay, he is.
I read that in the what if.
His track is down.
That was
Oh,
basically. What,
Okay, he's down.
like, that was basically. Could you like if you shot if you, the question was like if every human on the planet pointed at the moon with lasers, could you see it? And the quick answer was no, but you could use you could just cover all of Asia with the lasers that are with the laser that is on the Las Vegas roof.
nice.
Yeah, and then you will shine the whole moon, so you will see the lights on the whole surface.
Ow!
While this game
fucking-
ends, I'm gonna whip to
He
toilet.
killed my fucking loader. What the hell?
What? Oh, stop camping.
Good thing I moved from there.
Do something with your tongue. You have a good tongue. Use it.
I have to
Use your-
protect A, cause if I don't, then who will? Knowing low tier teams, everyone would die.
Including you.